questions if you
Where
have.
will
I have one.
files running in EVE-NG?
Sorry,
Linux files. The Linux server is running in EVE-NG, right?
which Linux server?
When you go into EVE-NG,
Okay,
EVE-NG.
okay.
No. On the
EVE-NG topology.
Okay, here, right?
yes, this Linux machine, right?
This file is already set. Tiny Linux core file is there, right? You have to import that file.
Linux.
Okay.
So Palo Alto 10.0 is also there.
Yeah, Palo Alto 10 is also there.
I have a question, sir, here basically
Yeah,
regarding this maintenance.
yeah, Manbin, please go ahead.
Yeah, when we put the firewall into the maintenance mode, then what will be the impact of the production? It will impact the production because, as you said, like it is stopping the services and all.
It will in maintenance mode, which means we are just, you know, the Roman mode on Cisco.
Right.
It's equals to the maintenance mode in the Palo. Okay, we just do the hardware level
It's
T-suite
complete
actually.
without production.
Yes,
So
yes.
how can we reach to the maintenance mode? As you said that first you have put the password, then you run that command, debug command.
So
if you lose the password, then you
let me tell you, there are two ways to go into the maintenance mode. See, whenever you will reboot your firewall, that time there is a one point escape where you have to basically press the escape button actually. That time you just type the ment command and it will take you into the maintenance mode. The second option is that you can run that command, that debug system maintenance, it will take you into the maintenance mode. So these are the two ways to go into the maintenance mode. Mayank.
I have a question regarding the point. I need more clarity over that. What you have discussed regarding the at the end of the session regarding the 443 and 8443 like that. Not
No, let me tell you. Let me tell you. Generally, when you access your firewall, right? So we will do the HTTPS, right?
Right.
Which means it will use TCP port number 443. Right. Let's suppose you have enabled the global protect on your firewall. So the thing is, with that time, if you type the IP address, which is 192.168.1.250, I'm talking about the outside interface. Okay. And the port number is, when you type 443, you will get the global protect portal page. You will not get the login page of Palo Alto. That time your Palo Alto basically start running or 443. Okay.
So it's just to hide the port number over the internet.
No, it's not hiding. It's a behavior of your firewall, because you cannot run two services on the same port, right?
Right.
Yeah. So that's why.
So what is the purpose of this portfolio? How will you use in production scenario? Like
Sorry, I'm not getting
how
you.
will you use this 4443 coded production scenario? I didn't get actually.
So don't worry, I'll explain one more time when we will discuss global protect. That time you guys got the idea, okay? I'll take this particular thing one more time, because
Global Protect is the VPN name.
Yes, it's a VPN. It's a like clientless or SSL VPN, right? When we configure that VPN, we
like
have to,
Cisco AnyConnect and
yes, equal to the Cisco AnyConnect.
So I have also questions. May I ask a questions regarding the last class right now here?
Yeah, please go on. And also, can you? Yeah, please go ahead. After I'll explain you this something regarding this maintenance. Yeah, please go ahead.
Yeah. My question is regarding the slow path. What we have discussed, that actually nothing is not happening there and only evaluation is done, right?
Yes.
So
Right.
after that evaluation, there is a security policy with application ANI, right? So if we have a source destination, source port or whatever, if we are blocking a traffic, it will block the traffic and update the session table, right? With the discard. But my question here is, if netting is actually not just evaluating here, not applying, so how it is just denying the traffic based over the say security policy rule?
Because in security policy rule we have denied that one, because the thing is, when we configure the security policy, we have to use this thing like pre-net, IP
No,
and
NAT,
services. Okay.
yeah, but suppose the traffic is, suppose there is a destination NAT, right? So, but netting is just, we are not applying netting, we are evaluating netting. There is a net, right?
Yes,
And
yes,
how
no,
that,
let me tell
Yeah.
you, we are just finding out this particular net rule will be applied with that traffic. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, and the thing is, we will do the net translation in the first path. We will generally, we will actually change the packets. Like if destination is there, then destination net will happen. Yeah.
Yeah, my question here is, suppose there is a traffic that is coming from the outside, and destination net is there, right? So destination netting is actually evaluating here. Okay, this is the destination net, but the security policy that is written, so that is written for the NAT IP after translation or before translation. Then how it is blocking there? Actually, NAT is not happening here. NAT is just evaluating here.
So the thing is, we will define the pre-net IP address. Actually, pre-net IP address and ports means what are the source and what are the IP address before net, or like pre-net means the actual IP address. We have to write the public IP address here. Okay. So just wait for security policies and all, because in net and security policies I'll cover all these points. Concept of pre-net IP and services, post-net zones. We will have a discussion, Balinder, on that. Okay, don't worry.
Okay, we are going to discuss about this more further, right?
Yes, these things are there. These are the part of your security policy and net only. But for your info, we will always define the, let's suppose we are having this setup, right? This server having 200.2.2.200 IP. Let's suppose I have hosted this server on 192.168.1.240. Let's suppose that time on my security rule, I will use that IP address, not this one. Okay. So I have to use that IP address because net is not applied yet. Okay.
Okay, you mean to say that security rule will be configured before netting? That is okay.
Yes. Not before. The evaluation happen like that only. First net evaluation happens, then that traffic go for the security policies.
And security policy will be written not with the translated IP.
Yes, at the actual IP. Yes, that's correct. Yeah. Yeah. Arumugan, you have anything? Or
No,
otherwise, sorry. Yeah. Do you have any questions?
No, nothing.
Okay, now let me just guys tell you one thing. Just wait for some time. Arun, just wait actually. Okay, let me just complete one more thing. So if you see guys here, right now my firewall is, when I have run this command like debug system maintenance, I'll get this one. So if I'll click on continue, it will take me to the maintenance mode, guys. And here you will see this maintenance entry reason. Get the system information. It will give you the system related information. What are the VM? What are the IP address? All these details you will get. Click on back. If you want to factory reset, you can click on enter. It will basically reset this file with the factory reset option. If you click on advanced, it will give you the advanced. Actually, you have to enter the password here. I think password is meant actually. Forget the password. MAINT. There is a password actually. There is a meant password. I forget that password. What's that password? So I press the Q here. Escape to back. And after that, if you want to see the log files, you can basically run this command. It will give you the, like, if you want to see the management plane log files, you will get able to see all the log file with regards to your daemon processes. Okay. Comes back here. If you want to see the crash information, let's say your system has been crashed due to high CPU utilization, you will get that info into the file actually. Right now there is no file. So come back here, come back from here. Okay, and go down. If you want to set the IP address, you can change the IP details from here. Okay. And what are the other things I can show you here? Disk check. If you won't have a problem with the disk, you can perform the disk check. Disk image is also there. So if you want to reinstall, like if let's suppose you have installed some version, right? and on due to this version your firewall is not coming up, in that case you can reinstall. You can also do these basic things. Actually, you can also reinstall. You can just recover your firewall from the corrupted OS and all. Okay, from there, if you go to into advanced option, we have to enter the password here, guys. All these passwords are there. Okay, I have make the lists. Maybe I will tell you this password, guys. Okay, there's a meant password somewhere, meant 123, this kind of password is there. Okay, select the running configuration. From here we can also, let's suppose, what happened, like we have set up the password here. Okay, we have changed the passwords, and we have done the commit, and we just forget the password what we have set. In that case, what we can recover from that password recovery also. What we can do, we can select the running configuration. No bullet config file found, actually, because it is not having any running config, right? Otherwise you will get these running config files, so you can also use this file for the, you can just backup, do the backup, and like content rollback, you can do the content rollback for your dynamic updates. Actually, you can also click on reboot up, debug reboot, if you want to reboot with the debug. Actually, so you can just run that command. It will debug with reboot with the debug option, actually. Okay, so I have run this debug with the reboots. It will reboot with the debugging, so you will able to see each and every log. Okay, so all these kind of things you can basically control by running this command. Let me just open this particular file one more time. See, right now it's start debugging, and you can capture all the things you want to see. So these are the few things which I want to cover with regards to your maintenance mode, guys.
So my question here, can I make a question here?
Yep, go
So
on.
if suppose I make firewall in maintenance mode and it is in production, the traffic will keep in production, or means
No, man, maintenance mode means you are just rebooting your firewall. Okay, and your firewall will go on a down. It will be down completely.
suppose firewall is rebooted, then after that it will come in production, or or not?
So what happened in the actual environment, Rajat? When any firewall rebooted, actually, what happened?
Will come in production.
Yes, then it will also come in the production after the reboot.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I mean just that you have shown like 8-10 options, right?
Sorry.
You have shown the 8-10 options, right? Like running config, all these options.
Yeah, these are the maintenance window option, right? Let's suppose your operating system is corrupted. These kind of things, if you like, if your firewall is not coming up, in that case, we will these options generally is a like hardware checks and all. If your hardware is functioning well or not, your firewall is having some issues maybe. So these things, like due to if you do RMA and all, these people basically do these particular things.
My question is that during when firewall is rebooted and I have all these options, so in that
you will not get these options while reboot, actually. Okay, you have to go to into the maintenance mode first of all.
Okay, so in that time my firewall will be in production, right?
No. Why you will, your firewall in a down state, man? It's in Roman mode, like in Cisco word.
Okay.
What is the meaning of Roman mode? It will not do any kind of data forwarding. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hemu sir, through this, if I forget this password login credential, then we can.
Yeah, we can do the recovery from here. Actually, this is the only way on Palo Alto for
But that
faster
option you
recovery.
didn't show us, right? That option you didn't show us.
That's the only option. You have to load the configuration. Okay, you will not able to modify your password. Like on Cisco ASA, if you will forget the password, what you will do? You have to go to into that particular mode, right? Roman mode. From there, what you can bypass the password authentication and you can log into the firewall, right? Yes. Where basically you will just change the password, and after that you have to change the registers and all these flags, right? But in Palo Alto, what you have to load your old configuration. Okay.
Okay, from GUI, right?
No. From here only, when there was one option running configuration, right? You have to load that running config file, the old one, before the password change. Okay. That's the only way in Palo you have.
if
So
you
if
have
we load
backup,
the
then we
running
can do
one,
it, right?
we can
One
change
by
the-
one, one by one.
we can log in default username password. Is it?
No, 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 it will not work, because if you have changed your default password, how basically you will able to log in?
No, I'm saying
It's a
that
common
so
sense, right?
if we load it with the running config, as you're saying that in maintenance mode, so we will log in using default. After that,
No,
default
no, 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 no. Whatever, let's suppose you have changed the password, right?
correct.
You've
No,
you have
if
changed the password, right? Now you have forget the password, so now you are trying to log in, but your password is not working. What you will do? Go to into the maintenance mode
correct.
and just load the previous running config file.
Okay,
On that file, password is the old one. Okay.
old one.
Yep, yep. Like that we have to do actually.
So that old one
The
we should
question is here.
have
Question is
that
here that
Just
we
one by
don't-
one, guys. Just one
question
by
is here,
one.
we won't remember password and we want to set new password.
If you want to do the new password, so you have to log in into the firewall. You will not able to do it from the maintenance mode. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Now, Santosh, please go ahead.
Yeah, as you said, through running, we can do that. So for that, we should have that backup, right? That previous running configuration.
No, yeah, yeah. That backup you need into the firewall. Okay. Otherwise, you don't have any other option. The option is you can just factory reset your firewall. Okay. And after a login with the default setting, because that time your file come in default settings, and just reconfigure it again. That's the way.
Sir,
So
Musar.
this is in that case when we are completely blank about the password, then we need to go for the factory reset. Right?
Yes, yes, yes. Right. Yeah.
Sir,
Hemu sir,
Musar.
Bilal this side.
Just one by one. Yeah, Dev, please go on.
Sir, when we reload the last config file, the setting will also change, or the only admin password will be changed?
No, no, no. Whatever config change you have done, it will
All-
change. Okay.
Yeah, the last save will be applied on the firewall, na?
Yes, yes. What are the configuration you have into that running file, which you will load? That basically config will be there on your
The
firewall.
current setting will be overrides.
Yes, yes. Right.
So I have a question here over the
Hemu sir,
maintenance mode.
Yeah,
Bilal this
Bilal.
side.
Yeah, Bilal. Go ahead.
Sorry, Balvinder, to interrupt you. So, is there a way we can crack that password from the config? Because
No.
we can see. Okay.
No,
And the
no, we
other
don't
thing
have.
I wanted to confirm, will we be discussing about the disk in the Palo Alto? There is a command show system disk space.
Yeah, disk
So-
space. Yes.
So we will be discussing that thing in coming lectures. Which disk is responsible for what reason?
Sorry, I'm not getting you. Means
There are, if you run that command on, if you are logged in, so we
Okay.
can see a lot of disk, right? And Palo Alto. So I just wanted to know the purpose of what, let's say, if one particular disk is storing the logs. Okay, so that I wanted to know about the disk structure.
1 minute. Let me just log in. It takes some time to take me in. Okay. So let me tell you. Like you are looking for these folders, like there are some
Yeah. Because
where
it
folder
was-
is there, right? There is
yeah.
these. Yeah.
Correct,
So
correct. Directory
generally,
level.
let me tell you, these are the different folders where you Palo Alto save the files. Generally, what?
Okay.
Because it's based on BSD Linux, right?
BSD,
And
that's
you
what
will
I
not
want.
get the root access. You cannot able to access your Linux terminal here. Okay.
Okay.
So whatever the thing is, for that, Palo Alto will give you very minimal access. You will have access of PAN application services. Okay. Like in EVE-NG, right? EVE-NG, what? EVE-NG running on Ubuntu. Here we have a control of Ubuntu as well, right? But in Palo Alto, we have a control over the PAN OS only. We don't have a root access. Okay. Only the tech people, they have a root access, and they only able to access this firewall for root. For that, they have to put the bug. Actually, if there is any bug, they have to put that bug ID. Then only they can able to log in as a root. Okay. So the thing is, you cannot able to control this file system. Okay, it's just a file system. Okay. Yeah, where you will have these config and all. So maybe in T-Suite class, maybe I will try to cover some basic stuff.
That's
Whatever
what I
will.
just wanted. I know it is not related to that.
Yeah.
Lecture,
whatever I will
but
collect. If I'll get some info, I'll definitely
yeah,
cover
that would be great. Yeah. Thanks a lot.
Yeah. No problem.
So I have a question over the maintenance mode. When we load the old configuration file, right? So again, it will prompt for the login username and password that is within the old config file.
Yes, yes, yes. Whatever configuration you have into that file, you have to basically log in with these credential. Okay, Baldinder. Yeah.
So, basically, if suppose we forget the password of the firewall, in that case, there's no other option just to take it back to the default config apart from that?
Yes, yes, yes. We don't have that option. If you forget the password, either you can load this running config file. If you are lucky, you can able to. If you will able to load a proper config, you can able to access it. Otherwise, you can do the factory reset of the system. That's the way.
Hey, Rohit here. Hello.
Yeah, Rohit.
Yeah, so what are the maintenance mode you're talking about? This scenario, for example, you have a HA pair and you have one of the devices down or it's not functioning properly or it's getting rebooted.
Okay.
Then we use a maintenance mode to troubleshoot that, correct? We have another option, but still okay, let's say I will make another device as active and then the secondary device, I will go put it to maintenance mode and then check the hardware things if there are any issues. Basically, I cannot come to the entire conclusion because I need a tech.
Let me tell you, we are having firewall 1, we are having firewall 2.
It's
Okay.
pair, yeah.
This is inactive. This is the like primary, this is a secondary device. Okay. Now just tell me what is the issue. Like primary having some issues, right?
No. I say that my primary is rebooting continuously.
Yeah, it
So
keeps rebooting, right? The
correct.
best way, guys, generally, if you have a knowledge of Palo Alto hardware level knowledge, just troubleshoot by using this maintenance mode. Otherwise, just take the help of tag actually.
Correct,
But I have told you that option. If you want to like explore the things, so you can just do it. You can go ahead with that mode.
But this will not create any production impact, correct? Because I have my
Yeah, we are having another one who can take care
and
of
for
the firewall.
example, if I do the factory reset also, what will happen is
It will remove the config from the device. Yeah. Yeah, later only. Yeah, later, and you can just sync from here.
Primary. Okay, and coming to the previous one with the certificate part you told, correct? So where you are trying to extract a certificate, means create a new certificate from the Palo and put it to the browser, right? For example, in an operation in an organization, you cannot do it, correct? You cannot do because you will have more firewalls.
Yeah, generally we are having Active Directory, or maybe maybe Cisco Wise who is acting as a CA, and he will give the certificate.
Correct. Let's say I have a DA, I'll get the certificate.
Yes,
then using a Panorama, then I can push it to the individual contest and make sure
yes,
that
thing also. Yeah, that thing also you can do it by a Panorama.
You showed it's only for a personal lab, not for a
yes. So like I don't have that infra, right? So
correct.
But you can relate it. You can relate
because I remember I did a document on that. I created a document for my company, so I just thought of telling. Yeah.
I have seen like in enterprise level customers, so they will go with that way only, right? Because they don't know, they have to install this certificate into lots of machines, right? It's a headache for them.
Firewalls,
yeah, that's why generally for logging they will go with the default actually. Without this certificate, always you will see this warning actually. But I have shown you how you can resolve that issue, right?
Correct. Yeah. I agree. And also coming back to the maintenance mode is not only to, if you know the hardware issues you want to troubleshoot, or you want to go to the next level, or you have a redundant device or something, then only use maintenance mode.
Yes.
And if you have a standalone device, so I would just not a suggestion.
Yeah, generally the best thing in that scenario, just try to involve the tech actually.
Simple.
Because there are so many passwords also in maintenance. You can do the advanced level debug, and they have a password, and you don't. Maybe you are aware of this password. If you will having the access of some Palo Alto tech notes and all, that time only you will get these password. And the maybe tech person, they know all these passwords, so they can log in and they can just see the things over there.
So this maintenance mode can be done on an individual in a firewall or through Panorama?
Also. No, individual firewall.
Individual firewall. Okay, I need to select the individual firewall.
Yes. We have to connect with the console port, and we have to basically do all these things.
Okay.
Yeah. Any other questions, guys? If you don't have, then we can close maybe for today. Yes, Sriram.
Is this possible to kill a process which is consuming?
Yep. Yes, Sriram, there are the ways, and this thing I will cover into the T-suit class actually. All the demons process, okay? Because first I need to explain the demon process. After I'll tell you how we can kill these processes, how we can restart them. everything will be there. Okay, how we can
Okay.
debug as well, like we want to debug, let's suppose, like logs for maybe for Ike manager, which relates to your BPN and all, right? So I'll tell you all these things, HA agent. So all these daemons, there are so many daemons, and I'll cover all of them.
Hemo, one last question on the
Yes,
firewall rule. Yeah, on the firewall rules, like you have old version, we sometimes we deploy the new box, and then we want to import the firewall rules based on Excel, import export. So firewall Palo Alto has some facility on that for automation purpose.
I think import export, let me check. Not sure that option is there. I'm not seen, but let me just log in. Let me just check actually. On the rule side, I don't know, but by using maybe playbook and all, we can control, I hope.
Yeah, because from your experience in large enterprises, right, like they have 9,000 rules, 6,000 rules, then we want to don't touch the operational firewall, then we create a new one, then based on that circumstances, how we can do it in a efficient way rather than recreating it one by one.
Let me just log in first. Okay, I'll see. Yeah, you don't need to recreate all the rules. Like you can create one rule, use the CLI. There is a like CLI option actually for that. So like just after, you can just modify the things and just paste via CLI. Actually, that's the way which I'll used to do into the customer end when I'm having this kind of request. Let's suppose I have to add 300 rules and all, right? I have to create these rules as well. That's the way which I have followed. I've created one rule only. I'll fetch that rule info, and after that, I'll create the other remaining 300 rules, and I'll just paste them by using the CLI. And all these rules will be reflected into the file. Export import by using Excel on, I don't think that option is there because I have not seen. I also not use that option. With respect to these rules, actually, we don't have, I think, that option. In policies, let me just see. It's taking some time. I'm running lots of resources. That's why actually, let me just power on this device.
How many users can log into this device? Is there any restriction that only 5 people?
I think no, that kind of restrictions is not there on Palo Alto. Actually, I have not seen this restriction actually.
Okay, so is that way anything possible to disconnect any user who is already logged in to the device?
I think this disconnects option is not there, but you can lock, you can create a lock. You can just click on this lock option. You can take the lock actually. So no one able to do the changes and all. This option, yeah, this option is there. I think remove option is not there. I have not seen that option actually.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
This export option, I think you can export it, but you will not able to import it. See, you will get that export option in the policies. You can export these policies in PDF or in CSV format, but import option is not there actually.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Thanks.
Yep.
Is there a way to schedule a config backup?
Yeah, there is a way. Yeah, you can schedule it, this thing.
It's like a similar to Cisco FMC and FTD, right?
Yes, there is a one schedule backup option is there. You can schedule it.
Okay.
There was the option in this device tab actually for scheduling the config backup. You can able to do that. Yeah. See, schedule log export. I think log export you can schedule it.
So it will be storing this schedule. Okay, log export can be exported to.
Yeah, this is for log actually. I think for run config backup is also there because in Panorama, I'm sure that option is there.
Yeah, that option option is on the Panorama, but you can create a batch file.
Yes, on Panorama that option is there because I have done this scheduling and all on Panorama. On Palo Alto, I have not checked that option. Backup, we can schedule and configure it. I'll check Sriram on that one. Okay.
Okay.
If there is
And
any
also, I want to know, you told that crash info will be available in the debug maintenance mode. It will not be available in the running config. Sorry, in any of the flash or boot flash.
No, these kind of memory is not there actually. These flash and boot flash is for Cisco actually.
Yeah,
we don't have flash kind of memories here. I think there is a one more memory is there. Let me just run if I can able to run that command. So system file, actually that command is there actually. Show system. We are having, I think we can see this crash info file here actually. It's a part of in where directly there is a one core. In that file you will see this crash info file actually.
Okay, so without going into debug maintenance mode, we can collect this crash info file from here, right?
Yes, right.
Okay. So WinSCP will be accessible from.
No, BinSCP is option is not there. Like you cannot able to connect this file by using BinSCP. You have to use the SCP command actually.
SCP,
you can
okay,
use SCP and TFTP is there.
Okay.
FTP is also there and also TFTP is there. You can use these commands. Yeah. Any other questions?
You told that one in generate tech support file and another file is there, right? What is the difference between tech support file? I understand.
So there is a like dump file is there, right? So the thing is, like in Cisco ASA or in maybe FTD FMC, you are having some debug levels, right? Logging levels. Like debug is there, warning is there, these kind of levels is there, right? So dump is the last level in Palo Alto. It will have all the information with regards to your packets. Okay. Yeah. That's the difference. Yes, Santosh. Do you have anything?
Yes. I just want to check with you. As you said, in running mode, you need to run that previous taken the backup that configuration, right?
Sorry, Santosh, can you just repeat?
Like as you said, to reset the password and to do that, we need to run that previously taken backup, right?
Yes.
So as you said, as we don't have access to the device, then how do I take that backup? Like previously taken backup?
See, let me tell you. You can connect with your firewall by using console cable. Just reload this firewall, and when this reload is going on, you will get the option to go into the maintenance mode. You have to press the escape keyword. Okay. Go inside the maintenance mode, and from there you will get the access of you will able to access your maintenance mode. Okay, like in Cisco, we will press the break keyword, right, during the boot up, and we will go into the Roman mode. It's a similar thing. Okay.
Yes. So in that case, so as you said, to run the previously taken configuration, right? Previously taken that backup. So that backup I should have, right, before do that.
So the thing is that backup should present in your firewall. Okay, it is must in the firewall. You cannot able to export the external one. Okay, you need that backup on your firewall. Then only you can able to do it. Okay.
Okay, so you are telling about that version, right? So I have
yes. If you have a versions and there's running config versions, right? You have to basically use that one.
Okay, now I got it. Thank you.
Hello, Hamu sir.
Yes.
I have a question regarding the password. Okay, so when I am in a firewall there is 2-3 password user password has been set. Okay, now I am going to I forgot my password. Okay, I'm going to reset or otherwise recover the password through the maintenance.
Yes,
that?
yes, right,
Okay.
right.
So if I recover that, so that could be affect the other user password that
So
the user have
let me
also
tell you.
access.
Let
Yeah.
me tell you.
Yeah.
Let me tell you. Let's suppose you are having a running configuration on
Yes.
day one. Okay.
Yes.
So you have just, let's suppose that time you have set the password for admin user, which is admin at 123. Okay.
Okay.
Now in day two you have done some changes. On day two, let's suppose you have just committed your changes in day two. You've set the admin password, which is admin 123 @ okay, this password.
Okay.
Now, and when you come into your third day on your firewall, when you are trying to log in, when you will use this password, because you have forget this password, right? So you are trying to use this password you have forget, right? And you are just trying old password and you are not able to log into this firewalls. In that case, what you can do, go to into the maintenance mode and load the running configuration file of day one. And when you will load this day one file, you have to log in with the day one password, what you have said. Okay.
But my question is, if I recover or reset my password, then might be for this firewall in production environment. If that firewall also have some other user have access, so that could be effect to other users
user.
or not?
So let me tell you, it will affect all the. Let's suppose you have added few users on day two.
Exactly.
You will lose everything which you have for day two.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
So in that case, the rest user also have to reset their password on that. Like
Yes.
that?
Yes. Right.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
Yep. Okay. So guys, what I will do, maybe I will open one more bridge maybe somewhere in the big days, and for this password and all, let's try to reset that password on that day. Okay. So now today I'm stopping here, guys. Stop the recording.